ladies and gentlemen, this is RYK, the unparalleled voice in fantasy wrestling entertainment, welcoming you to Elite Mark's Monster Rumble. We have got lots of action planned for you tonight. We're talking title matches, grudge matches, and the namesake event that kicks off the road to Elite Marks Mania. We're going to get things started hot and heavy with the Smack Talk division, as champion Jay Briggy defends his title against number one contender A-List Alverson. These two were on the same team at War Games and now competing for a prize. Let's get to the action.
Well, A-Lister, here we go again, but before we get started, look, man, I wore your favorite shirt because I know you love it so damn much. Now, you and I have never really seen eye to eye. We don't have a lot in common. We have never really gotten along. Hell, we have done battles. We have fought all over this wrestling world, with me coming out on top more times than not. But tonight, this championship is on the line. Something that means something to me, something that I made relevant here in this company. And I'll be damned if some snot-nosed, sniveling nose, money-hungry little punk is going to come in here and take it from me. Because really the only thing we have in common, A-List, is how we got here tonight. You beat Knight and Thompson to become the number one contender, and hell, I beat him to win this championship that we're fighting for. But the main difference between you and I is that I have worked hard for everything I have in my life. I might not have a lot, but everything that I do have, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into, and I do what it takes to get mine. You have had everything handed to you on a silver platter, while you've had a silver spoon shoved down your damn throat, while you've been pampered the entire way. We are not the same. Now, War Games, I tried to put all that aside. We tried to back you up when Chaos and I, the tag team champions at the time, put our differences, our history behind us to help you out. And now looking back on that, that was stupid on our part. But hell, back then, money talks. I needed the money, and you paid us handsomely to be on your team. But we should have known better, because during that match, you said, while the rest of us were fighting, half of us were beaten and battered, the other half were bleeding, you were doing your best to avoid contact with everybody, walking around the outside of the ring, and saying that the only reason why Chaos and I are here is to beat your muscle, to do all the heavy lifting so you don't have to, and that's exactly what we did. And you were the real reason why we lost that War Games match. If we would have had another partner worth of shit, we would have won that. But instead, Chaos and I were like in a handicap match. Not only were we fighting 9 other men, but we were also carrying your sorry, pathetic ass through the entire match. Because Chaos and I, we are fighters. We are always ready to go to war. But you don't have a fighting bone in your body. The only fight, the only war that you've ever been with is a fight with your server at your restaurant because she tried to upcharge you for an extra cup of coffee. Or a war with the manager at a local grocery store because they just wouldn't pay for all of your groceries. Hell, you are like the male equivalent of a Karen. I guess we could call you Ken, which makes sense on a couple different levels because you're fake. Drive around in fancy cars, you've had everything handed to you. And just like that fake-ass plastic little doll, you probably don't even have a dick either. Because you are the definition of fake it till you make it. And I am about to expose you and expose the truth here tonight, A-List. And hell, if you just so happen to beat me and win this Smack Talk Championship, then maybe this just isn't the division that I helped build, that I made relevant here in Elite Marks. Because the Smack Talk division used to be just about that, Smack Talk. How hard you could go out there and fight and verbally knock down your opponent until there was only one man left standing in the middle of that ring. Now, it's all about entertainment, comedy, effects, and smoke and mirrors. It's all about how much you can come out here and bullshit your way through. It's not about facts. It's not about Smack Talk anymore. And you know what? If the Smack Talk division is headed that way, then maybe this just isn't the division for me anymore, because this isn't the division that I helped build. Now this division is all about who you know, how entertaining you can be, because that's what you are, A-Lister. You're just an entertainer. You are not a real wrestler. I am a fucking athlete. You don't want to lift a finger to do anything, to earn anything in your life. You just want it handed to you, and I'll be goddamned if it's going to be handed to you here tonight on my watch. in your little hype to promote this video, you said that I didn't even know my own freaking name anymore, and that's just not true. You're the idiots that couldn't get it right. When I tried to be JB, you wanted to call me Briggy. When I tried to be Briggy, you called me JB. And half the other time, you always brought up the stupid swamp donkey. So I don't care what you call me. You can call me JB, you can call me Briggy, you can call me Jason Briggy, and you can call me the damn donkey man. But one thing that you will call me is the name that runs the game, because I am the best to ever do this. And you just found out why, bitch.
Elite Marks, go ahead and roll out the welcome mat for your favorite bastardized brother of Hollywood Haywood, A-List Alverson. And tonight, there's a Monster Rumble, and the stakes are the Smack Talk Championship, currently held and possessed by first name Jason, last name Brigden. Feel free to take any liberties you want with either of those names. If you've known him as long as I have, it's Jay Briggy. And Jay Briggy and I have tons of ancient history. He'll be sure to tell you all about it, because beating me 2 years ago was the last thing he did that makes him look good. Mr. Briggy, that Smack Talk title that you hold that was bequeathed to you by the retired Knighton Thompson is really your last big claim to fame, isn't it? Oh, excuse me. You got a couple of mid-card belts out there, right? You know, the last time we tussled on the grand stage, you were aiming for a shot at the WGP World Championship, right? And you went on to win it! The biggest victory of your life! But for those of us that were there, what happened shortly after that? Well, I've assembled for the Elite Marks audience a list of the top 3 people who were WGP World Champion longer than Jay Briggy. Coming in at number 3, the Warden. Yeah, the hardcore god. Didn't make any successful defenses, still was able to hold the calendar down as champion longer than you, sir. Number 2, Alan Matthews, that college intern hired to run the show after you dipped, had that dumpster baby sitting on his desk waiting for somebody else to win it longer than you had it in your possession and called yourself champion. But not to be outdone by the office stooge. Number 1, the Mailman. That's right, the courier that had the belt in the package held it longer than Jay Briggy, and this is the best thing you've ever done. I'll tell you something, Mr. Brigglesworth. The lack of quality in your presentation has been a very big contributing factor in the downfall of your stock in the promo market. It's gotten to the point where what you did and who you were is way more important than who you are and what you're doing. As for me, I go into new markets, winning new prizes, making us all look better in what we do. Well, I got some comments from someone that you're very familiar with by the name of Judge 3.
Dear Briggy, your promo sucks. You are not a badass. Dip, 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 dip. I mean, you're really bad at being an ass, but that doesn't count towards scoring any points, and you should be embarrassed by what you put out for content. Dip, 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 dip. It's very clear that the Foundation Promo League is worse off because of you. Dip, 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 dip. As well as Kenzo Blackheart and the King of Dad Style, but mostly because of you. You suck. Sincerely, Judge 3.
Your winner, A-List Alverson. The Smack Talk title has changed hands tonight to kick off the show. A-List Alverson now able to call himself a champion in Elite Marks. As we move along in today's show, folks, we have a contender and a debut. If you recall, on Saturday Night Slam, after the YouTube Championship match, AJ Storm came on screen to declare himself the top contender, which was met by the first vision that we got of the unfiltered animal. Let's go to this matchup now.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Elite Marks, you already know who I am. And last week I did what nobody was expecting. Took out Young Buck, challenged Shady McKenzie, and then this nobody, this new guy comes in, thinks he's all high and mighty on his horse. For one, welcome into the Elite Marks. But please forgive me if I'm not afraid of a guy that looks like a bald dinosaur's testicle, okay? That's what you mean to me. You're the lowest on the totem pole, and you really need to earn your way back up. See, I've been here long enough to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and nobody can really stop me. So who are you to issue challenges if you have yet to have a match? Sounds stupid. You must have a screw loose or two around. Because I don't need to be a part of your once a year. I don't need to be a part of you at all. This isn't your world. This is my world, and you just so happen to be in it. So you might as well sit down and take notes and start to learn some actual talent real fucking quick. See, your problem is, it's not your cockiness, it's not your confidence, it's your greenery. I can see the promo skills 101 fresh off of your mind. And that's okay. That's fine. But don't come talking to AJ Storm and making a bunch of those threats if you ain't a man of your word. See, you might hit me, and you might beat me up. But I will keep coming back, and back, and back, and more, until you finally tire yourself out, and then you A-Town peace out, just like every other jobber in Elite Marks has ever seen. Okay? Sounds good. So, I'm a pull in a Legends card here and check my resume. Go ahead, check it. You'll see from not only Elite Marks, I have an impressive record myself, but I've been around the block. I have yet to ever see you besides what you did to introduce yourself. And I don't really know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I've been over the world. Well, you just don't pop up. It's either you're all talk and no bite, or you really don't have a dog in this fight. That's not on me, that's on you. That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. I'm gonna keep doing what I do week in, week out. And if you don't like that, that's not my problem. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, there's your complaint department. Deuces, bitch.
Loro non sanno di che parlo, vestiti sporchi fra di fango, giallo di siga fra le dita, io con la siga camminando. Scusami ma ci credo tanto, che posso fare questo salto, e anche se la strada è in salita.
People of Elite Marks, allow me to debut in a proper fashion. The most sought-after individual in professional wrestling today has landed a contract here with the Elites. And I am someone that many of you will never have heard of, and I love that prospect. I love the idea that you guys don't know what you're getting yourselves in for. You don't know what you're looking at right now. The most sadistic man in professional wrestling ever to climb inside of a wrestling ring. And you, AJ Storm, you thought you had it easy. You thought you were bound for glory by calling out the YouTube champion, whoever that was going to be. But instead, a big old nasty bastard of a gold contract signing stood in front of you and said you are not worthy. You do not deserve to be in the championship space unless you can beat me. Now I love starting from the bottom up, and I will crush you, AJ Storm, under my complete and utter pressure. The pressure just staring at you is enough to make you quake, crumble, crush, and fill with anxiety and depression. So for those of you who don't know exactly who I am. And for you, AJ Storm, in case you're lacking in knowledge, I am the animalistic beast, the sagacious psychology, the megalodon among the seal wrestling, the serpent of the psyche, the most sadistic son of a bitch ever to lace up a pair of wrestling boots in the professional wrestling game today, bar none. And I mean none. My record precedes me, but my record here in the elite right now on day one means shit! I'm going to prove to each and every one of you why I am the most dangerous man ever to climb into a professional wrestling ring. And you, AJ Storm, as you stare at me walk down that rampway. You stood there in the ring, you're bouncing around, you're testing the ropes. I stand on that apron. Your heart starts to flicker a little bit, it starts to burst, it starts to start pounding and going and goading. As I step through those ropes, onto that canvas, stare you deep in the eyes. And you get to see what the unfiltered Vince Vine is all about. The unfiltered thoughts that fall from my mouth to tell you what I'm going to do to you. The unfiltered things that travel throughout my brain to tell me to do horrific things to the human anatomy. The unfiltered actions that actually take place within the squared circle. You see, I'm not a normal individual, AJ. When I see an opponent and I see the canvas, I like the idea of painting them like a fucking Van Gogh, like a Da Vinci with their own blood, and watching the people of North Carolina completely quiver as they stare on at your blood spilling and I start to paint that canvas like the Starry Night of Van Gogh. And I do it for my own entertainment, for my own satisfaction. As they lock on to what's happening in the ring, wanting nothing more than to turn away, but they're so fixated on your broken, battered body in the middle of that ring. AJ, you're staring at a man that will decimate, desolate, and destroy you. One Death Valley driver, that's all it ever takes for the spine to snap and crumple and crush. This is just a warning shot to the whole of the elites. I am the most dangerous man, and no one will ever take that away from me. And there isn't even an iron storm that can put out this whirlwind at supernova fire. And AJ Storm, I'm going to make a mockery of you. Not because you've done anything to piss me off, but because I want to. Because I'm just that damn sadistic. You might even say, AJ, I'm unfiltered.
Let me be serious for a second. I do like to clown around a lot, but I don't clown around when it comes to my toilet paper. And those other Charmin bears are full of crap. As a matter of fact, the only thing that Charmin toilet paper has in common with me is it doesn't take crap off no one. So if you want a heavy-duty toilet paper that can take care of those oily stews or those big stumps is what I like to call it. You want to get Grumpy Grizzly Bear toilet paper. Grizzly. Oh yeah, it can take care of the biggest dumps. Trust me on this.
Just remember, if you gotta poop, use Grizzly toilet paper. It's the best toilet paper of them all. It's better than Charmin. It's the best thing around. It's Grizzly toilet paper.
Your winner, Vince Vine! The unfiltered animal making a successful debut here in Elite Marks with his sights set on that YouTube championship. As we move along in today's show, folks, it's time for the World Championship matchup. As we saw at Winter Combat, Brody Blaze taking on CLA, only to have interference from Hodgson, which has led to what we have here, a three-way dance, triple threat, to decide unequivocally who the Elite Marks World Champion is. Let's get to the matchup.
See, that's what you want to see, isn't it? This is the face you want to see. It seems once again, the CLA's reign is being questioned by Brody Blaze and Mr. Hodgson. Might I remind you what CLA had to go through to get this? what CLA had to become to be this, and who CLA had to hurt to keep this. You may have forgotten that a mere 6 months ago, the CLA was in this same scenario, but in a different role. Yeah, the CLA was the savior. The CLA was the one to take the gold off of Shelby Rouse and redeem this in Elite Marks Wrestling. They complained that the champion didn't show up. The champion wasn't present enough. This gold wasn't seen enough. And here we are again. The difference between CLA and the Queen is I'm going to tell you why. I'm not there day in and day out, wasting my time. For you fans, for everyone in the back, the CLA cares about CLA and this gold, and CLA and the gold only. Hodge, Brody, anyone in the back, anyone in the board has a problem with CLA being champion, change it. Do something about it. Pin CLA to the mat 1, 2, 3. Brody, how the hell did you even find time from filming Goonies 2 to get a wrestling match with CLA? Hodge, the new season of Swamp People just now about to be out. How do you have time? The CLA is out here on his property waiting for you. All you want to talk about is why CLA is outside all the time. CLA is nowhere to be seen. Hodge, Brody, the CLA doesn't shit where he eats. The CLA handles business in the ring and in the ring only. But if you want to handle this way and act this way, the CLA's address is right here. 79 Hell Avenue, Roswell, Georgia. I'm hiding from you. CLA's hidden from so much in his life, and you think that I'm afraid of you, Brody? Of you, Hodge? You know where I'm at if you can't wait until Monster Rumble. The CLA is Elite Marks World Heavyweight Champion. This is my property. This is my bush. This is everything that CLA has, and you're not going to be the one to take it away from me. The CLA is World Heavyweight Champion. And at Monster Rumble, that's not going to change. I'm fucking playing, see? 6 damn months I've been through this shit. Hey, look at this, look. Brody. What?
Brody freaking Blaze tonight will become your brand freaking new Elite Marks World Heavyweight Champion. And you know, I've talked myself up. I've said thing after thing about myself, given reason after reason why I should become world champion and why I will become world champion. So you know what? I'm just going to shut up and let my fans talk a minute. So, Hodge, CLA, all the rest of Elite Marks, let's hear what they got to say. Here they come.
Fuck Brody Rogers.
Fuck Brody Blaze!
Fuck Brody Blaze. Fuck Brody Blaze.
Fuck Brody Blaze.
Fuck you, Brody Blaze.
Fuck Brody Blaze. Fuck Brody Blaze. Fuck your fake Brody Blaze.
Fuck you, Brody Blaze. From yours truly, Hammerhead.
Fuck you! Fuck Brody Blaze!
Fuck Brody Blaze.
Fuck Brody Blaze.
An old pal of mine used to say, fuck Brody Blaze. I agree.
Alright, the easiest shit in the world. Fuck you, Brody Blaze. Is that it? Do I get paid now?
That's right. Did you hear that? Because did you hear that? Hear on what my fans said, how much they believe in me? Saying, go Brody Blaze! Go Brody Blaze! Yes! Each and every last person out there wants me to be world champion. You can deny it. You can say, no, Brody Blaze, screw you. But it doesn't freaking matter, baby! Brody freaking Blaze is gonna be the world champion tonight! I cannot wait! I've waited for this my entire fantasy wrestling career. And woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, it's time. It's time. Hodge, CLA, your time is up. My motherfucking time is now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let the era of Brody motherfucking Blaze as the new Elite Marks World Heavyweight Champion begin. Get ready to feel the freaking burn. Freak yeah, blaze up!
Elite Marks, it all comes down to this. Elite Marks, Monster Rumble, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. One of the biggest matches in Elite Marks history. Hodgson finally claims that World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I know I've been coming out here and talking a lot of shit on my opponents. But what does this championship mean to me? It means all the time, the hard work, the dedication, the effort, the support, everything that you and me have ever done to be your best at what you love to do. It all comes down to that. Everything that I've worked for here at Elite Marks is in that World Heavyweight Championship. Everything I've ever dreamed of. Ever since I got into this game, the one thing I've ever wanted, the one thing I've ever dreamed of having was that World Heavyweight Championship. And why? Why would I want that World Heavyweight Championship? Because I deserve it. I've done things here that people could never imagine doing in their lifetime. I'm maybe 2.5 years in. I've done things you couldn't imagine. Watched Zach Bell elevate that championship to heights that Elite Marks never seen before. I want to be the next person to make it great again. I want to elevate Elite Marks to the top. I want to be the best World Heavyweight Champion there's ever been. Well, what makes CLA not a good champion? He's lazy, not much charisma. He talks to himself in the third person too damn much. He's lame. CLA, I'd like to say you had a good run with that World Heavyweight Championship. But it seems the only thing you ran from was the championship. You was a disgrace to that World Heavyweight Championship, CLA. And the CLA will have all the time in the world to play karate in the woods with the little snot-nosed brat. Because you won't have that World Heavyweight Championship anymore holding you down. Brody frickin' Blaze. You get an A for effort for keeping up the hype train, son. You just kept hyping and hyping and hyping like the little engine that could. But we don't understand, Brody. I'm here to derail that little train of yours. You will not cross the finish line with the World Heavyweight Championship. It's not who can sing better, Brody. It's not who can play guitar better or make better songs. Hell, I came up with a song that describes you perfectly. So you see, it's not about songs or bats or woods. Oh, boys, it's about the World Heavyweight Championship and who will be the better World Heavyweight Champion. gotta ask yourself, is there anybody better? Is there anybody stronger? Is there anybody that is greater than Hodgson that can take that belt and make it relevant again? The answer is no. Hodgson is here to save Elite Marks and save that World Heavyweight Championship and show the world what Elite Marks is really about. That ain't awesome. That's fucking awesome!
Your winner, Hodgson! And with that, we have an undisputed Elite Marks World Champion. Hodgson walks away with the gold this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we return, it is going to be the big one, the Monster Rumble match, where 20 men will go in and compete until one remains. The prize at stake, a Smack Talk Championship match at the upcoming Elite Marks Mania 4. And now, the participant who drew number one.
Greetings and salutations, Elite Marks, and welcome to the 4th annual Monster Rumble. And I know, a lot of you are shocked to see me here. And for those of you who don't know my name, you're about to, because I'm going to eat each and every one of these mouth breathers and bottom feeders up out of this ring here today. Trust and believe, I am the man of steel, and I do not bend and I will not break. So I can promise you, it's going to take a whole hell of a lot more than some deranged doctor from vaudeville. A whole hell of a lot more than some man-child wearing Bret Hart sunglasses and a boa. A whole hell of a lot more than some pariah, than some geek playing Nintendo in his mom's basement to stop me, to put me down. Make no mistake, it doesn't matter if it's that man-sized Gerber baby Hollywood Haywood or if it's that trailer park trash Slim Shady. Hell, it could be the OG Bossolini or that delusional master of self-gratification. It could even be that sleazy southern salesman, A-list Alverson. And I still will not stop till I have 19 different shit stains on my boot from breaking it off in each and every one of your asses. You can send out here the Angry Chipmunk. You can send out here Shrek Snow. You can send lions, tigers, bears, bronze buffalo, iron bison. I will still gun them all down, skin their hides, and toss their carcasses up out of this ring like my name was Teddy fucking Roosevelt. You need to face facts, fellas. You reap what you sow, and you play the cards that you're dealt. And well, here today, Lady Luck, well, she has dealt you all a dead man's hand. So put a dick in your ear and fuck what you've heard, because I'm calling your bluff and going all in. So come on, who's first? Come get this ass whooping, motherfuckers. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than your prodigy himself that is Dax Snow on your screens today here at the Monster Rumble, staking his claim to be the winner. And I have a few different reasons, so let me go ahead and start. Number one, I have more charisma than any singular person in this match. Every time I show up, I give everything I have. Number 2, passion. I have a love for this art, for this business that not a lot of people have. I show up and show out to the best of my abilities every single time. 3, talent. Not a lot of people have the wordplay, have the almighty characteristics that I have. Not a lot of people have everything it takes to be a top star, but I do. Number 4, the accolades, the accomplishments. My first day in Elite Marks, I showed up and entered myself into a tournament, and though it may have been for predictions, it was a very bold statement to make on day number 1. And now I'm about to make another very bold statement with this bold prediction. Dax Snow is going to be the winner of the Monster Rumble, and the most important reason of all is the fact that he is the youngest, brightest star, and is the best choice to be the future of any company he goes to. You see, that's all this match is for. Everything this match is built around is to decide the future and face of Elite Marks. You see, the winner gets to call their shot. The winner gets to pick where they go and choose who they fight. The winner gets the opportunity of a lifetime. And if you can't tell, I've already called some shots, and they paid off. I've already put my name into the hat several different times and got drawn out, not by luck, not by chance, by fate. And tonight is going to be no different, because fate knows exactly who is best for this business. It's me.
Following announcement has been paid for by Entourage.
It needs to be said what an honor it is to be invited to compete in Elite Marks 2023 Monster Rumble. I'm humbled. Truly. Now, with that being said, as one of only a small handful of superstars to have never lost in Elite Marks, my other competitors need to know what danger they're in tonight. This is a goddamn Royal Rumble. Have you seen me? I run a scotch over 3 bills. Which one of you pansy asses is actually going to pick me up and toss me out of this ring? Checking for hands, and none, as expected. I may not be the flashiest competitor in this match, and I may not have the best production, but I am the best damn talker in all of Elite Marks. Word for word, there isn't a lyrical genius in this place like me. Head and shoulders above, and I do it consistently, as evidenced by my 8-0 record in Elite Marks promo matches. Not many people can claim perfection, but I am one of them. The Army of One. Perfect. In Elite Marks, because I am that damn good. So, why me? Why me? How about when Elite Marks was under siege from anal warriors? Who ran to the front and helped hold them back? Me. I helped lead the charge. I got on the front lines, and I defended this place and its honor without question. I didn't sit in the back like Sami Zayn. I was the first one at the gate, and I put any and all differences aside and helped kick ass. Because that's the kind of man I am. That's what I bring to the table, and that's why I deserve to win the Monster Rumble.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by Entourage.
I wonder why. Why you had to come here. Well, you're right. You're very right. But the thing is I've been here the whole time, locked away inside that mind of yours. Haven't you seen me? What do you mean, seen you? I've been me the whole time. Why are you coming out like this? Because I'm the better part of you. I'm the one that people always fear. But they don't want to see the reality. They want to see the illusion. They want to make fun of you. But when they face the monster like me, everybody falls down. What do you mean, fall down? Of course they're going to fall down. To me, I'm the master of illusion. Oh, really? See, it's ironic how things get portrayed. You see, perception is everything. I mean, look at you. You're already losing who you are to me. What do you mean losing who I am? My jacket? My hat? What's going on? You're becoming the better version of you. Can't you see? Well. It looks like we've got a transformation on our hands, and tonight, me and the Monster Rumble might be a perfect opportunity for the real Master of Illusion to make his presence known. You see, the old Master of Illusion is now dead. Because you spat in his face, you made him your footstool. You see, I don't do what Hollywood Haywood does and have you to be my stepping stone. No, I do what the Eagles do. I rise above the ashes. I rise above the clouds. And I look at every single person in this rumble. I rise and I take my time picking out who I want to devour next. But guess what? All of you are my victims now. Because you see, the thing about the Master of Illusion is you truly don't know what's next. And that is why, at the end of the day, at the end of the night, when you least expect it, the Master of Illusion will come out of nowhere, come from the sky, from an angle, and pow, you're gone.
You know, I could come out here and I could say that I'm going to win this Monster Rumble, and not a single thing anybody can do about it. But in reality, we all know that we don't know if we're winning this. That we don't know if we're going to get that guaranteed shot at that title. We just don't know. There's so many variables to come into play. And that brings me to this point. To the other men that are in this. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. Almost 2 decades. I used to have a grip hold. I used to be on top of that mountain. And it all came crashing down. And ever since that point in time, I've been scratching and crawling, much like this Monster Rumble. We're all going to be scratching. We're all going to be crawling and fighting for our lives. All for a shot at a championship match. Listen. Many of you have already said that you're going to win this. In reality, who can actually make that claim? The one that has nothing to lose. The one that has been fallen.
Elite Marks, Market Rage here, declaring for the Monster Rumble as a surprise entrant. Oh yes, the Rage will be at the Monster Rumble. And guess what? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. The Market Rage will enter at number 13. Number 13 will be the Rage's entrance number. And will also be the number of guys that I will throw over that top rope. Because you see, Mikey Rage is here to win the Smack Talk Championship. Such guys like Brody Blaze, Master of Illusions, and blah, 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 whoever else is listening. Mikey Rage will destroy, devour. Why? Because Mikey Rage is the heel with no chill. He's the one that walks behind the crows. And at the end of the night, at the end of the Monster Rumble, my hand will be held high. And you wanna know why, Elite Marks? Because my monsters are real.
'Cause my monsters are real, and that's how it feels. And there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fly, and they'll never say die. And there's no going back if I get trapped, I'll never heal. Yeah, my monsters are real.
We bring you Simon Ness Epona Sheepman!
Elite Marks, Monster Rumble. It is time to level up. And what better way than with your reigning WGP World Heavyweight Champion, and may I also mention the PPA symbol of the World Champion. Right after I win this match tonight, I'll be on track to face the Smack Talk Champion, whether it be Jay Briggy or my longtime friend A-List Alverson. It doesn't really matter right now, because tonight, 13 men and several mystery opponents stand in my way, including my Paragon amigo Kenzo, Night 10, 3/4 of High Demand, get well soon, Savior, half of Entourage, mid-level, mid-like Price's Boss, Crocodile Don A, Xehanort, Fox Arts Mega Man 1, and a few others I can't even be bothered with remembering. I am eliminating all of you today, like Mario walks through a pile of Goombas with the Power Star. Do any of you chumps think that you even stand the slightest chance against me? Hollywood Haywood, you could have the Golden Eye, Golden Gun. Master of Illusion could have the Master Sword. Crocodile Don A could have Doom's BFG 9000. And 19 can have the blue shell from Mario Kart. They could fire all on me at the same time while mid-level boss is sitting on me. I'd still get up. Mario butt stomped them all and unleashed the power of the Gamerverse on their Sark's uses for promo artists who couldn't talk their way out of an elementary school book report, let alone the Monster Rumble. When all is said and done, you are all the recipients of SNES's final smash, which will clear the field. It spells victory for me, and it spells game over for all of you.
Game over.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is I, the Vagabond, a different breed, the Baba Yaga. Let's talk about what I did in my debut. I made shady Sean McKenzie look stupid, so stupid in fact that he lost his confidence to the point that he dropped his belt to the Young Buck. I'm just kidding. The Young Buck was going to kill him anyway. But let's talk about the Monster Rumble, something that I happen to be a part of. Let's talk about the Field of Foes. Actually, no, we're not going to talk about the Field of Foes because they are all beneath me. They don't have the tone, diction, or the pacing to keep up with me. They don't play chess like I do. They don't play this game like I do because I play it differently. I play it at a different level. I'm always 20 steps ahead of my opponents. Just when they thought they figured out the puzzle to the Vagabond, that's just a single piece. There's a piece upon pieces upon pieces and upon pieces that are endless. You're going to get lost in the sauce. That's what's going to happen to everybody in this so-called Rumble because they can't touch me. They can't beat me. Because I'm simply going to walk in, walk out, get the upset. Let me put it to you in terms you'll understand. Every place I go to, I make an impact. Every opponent has an everlasting memory of pain, misery, and suffering, thanks to me. Because I pulled them into a world of darkness that they are unfamiliar with, to the point that they don't know how to get out, to the point that they change. That's what everybody is going to go through in this Rumble when it comes to me. I'm going to take each and every last person into a world of darkness they are unfamiliar with. And I'm going to take them as deep as I possibly can. Just to get the point across. Just to make them see just how truly beneath me they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know who it is. It's me. It's the OG, baby. And look at this. I'm lined up with 19 slap asses. You got it right. 19 slap asses. And all these slap asses are trying to win the Rumble against the boss. But see, that's where your problem came in. The boss is here. The boss is ready. The boss is going to step up to all y'all jackasses. Line y'all up and lay y'all down. I don't care who y'all are, you're gonna lose. You can be the man they call Briggy. Well, you could be the Smack Talk champion yourself. I don't give two rat's asses who you are. Because when you line up against the boss, you're about to find out why you lost. Because there's a new energy. There's a new drop. There is a new vigor inside of me. So all I'm going to let you know is when you step up to me, you understand. Matter of fact, you remember the name, Bossellini. Because I'm going to be the man, the myth, the legend. I am the smack talking Skywalker. Ain't nobody going to do it better than me. You could be the man that everybody loves. You could be that smooth talking man. My brother, a fellow shot caller. A-list Elvis. You could be the bad Superman. I don't give a fuck. Because now it's boss's time. And that means line them up, knock them down. If I get knocked down, I get back up and I do it again. I don't give a fuck if you felling a friend. I'm going to knock it down. I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to show why the boss is better than all the rest. I know some of these guys' resume looks so damn good. But remember this. I've been holding the title since it came out. I am the man that can win and win and win because I'm not giving up. I don't give up. I don't quit. I show the world why I'm one of the best in the game, and you already know what my name is. I'm going to continue to do this until the time is up, and I don't give a fuck. So who the hell want to step up to me? You could be the mighty, mighty Purge, because I'm going to lay him out too. All you got to know is when I do what I do, I do it to the best, baby. So 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, that is 19 people that I get to hurt their feelings. 19 people that get to understand that the boss is better than them. Why? Because it's real simple. I do this effortlessly. I don't think about what happened. The camera come on, my mouth start running, and the boss do what he do best. I am the man that has held a title in every federation he's been in. Don't forget I was one shot tag team champion, and I'm about to do it again, baby. But first, I'm going to win this Rumble. I'm going to go on and I'm going to take the title. Because it's my time. I'm tired of being just known as a tag team wrestler here. I'm not. I am a spit talking, fire spitting. You might as well just call me a dragon. And I ain't just any type of dragon. I'm like a blue eyes white dragon with ultra nova flames. All that means is when I burn you, you're going to get burned to a cinder, a scorch. It's just going to be an imprint of what your body used to be. And it's going to be said, the boss has done it again. The boss has got his swagger back. Oop, I just killed 19 men. I guess I got my daggers back. And all that I did it in 4 minutes. Have a good day.
Ooh, oh shit. Pissheads and assholes of Elite Marks. It's me. It's the 2-time Empire Champion, the one and only The Purge. Wow, that was quick. And also the Saturday Night Slam General Manager here. And tonight I'm gonna entering the Monster Rumble here for the first time in my career here in Elite Marks. And when I'm seeing this lineup here, I see some bullshit faces here. And just to be honest with you, just give me a bit. Why do I waste my time here? I mean, I still got around 1 minute left. So with that being said, let's start off with some bitches here. So do you think you can have what it takes to get along with the best of the best here? Well, guess what? I don't think so. I don't really think so. You need to smoke more some weed, some really good weed to even beat me by my best day. Or maybe, just maybe, wake up just in the same time as I do. Because we already know I am the visionary, the revolutionary, Mr. OMG himself. The Saturday Night Slam General Manager from the best show ever happening on YouTube. But in the end, ladies and gentlemen, count down with me. Embrace the vision. Now, if you excuse me, I need to finish my bath break.
Cancel my meeting with that talent? No, I've decided that he's useless, so I don't want him anymore. Well, you tell him. I didn't hire him. He hasn't even been hired. He's not a part of Elite Marks. I thought about it, but then after about 2 seconds of thought, I said, screw that. So just call him and tell him we don't need him anymore. Well, that's not my problem. Listen, I don't pay you the medium dollars to tell me, that's your job. No, you fucking do it. Alright, thank you. God damn. How hard is it to cancel a meeting? Alright, let me do my emails and let me get out of here. Oh, what do you want? Oh. Really? It's soon? Why? Why do I always do this? Fine, you win. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of Elite Marks. It is I, your Executive Vice President of Talent Relations, and the General Manager for Nemesis. Holy moly, that is a freaking mouthful to say. But I figured I would just let everyone know that I am participating in the Monster Rumble for both the predictions and the promo division. Now you might ask yourself, why are you putting yourself in these matches? Well, you see, it's not exactly me that's putting me in these matches. You see, it was already dictated that long before I even took the Executive Vice President spot or the General Manager of Nemesis that I was going to be in both the Monster Rumble for predictions and the Monster Rumble for promos. So here we are. But the fact of the matter is that I felt I wanted to expand myself. But hindsight being 2020, I would have never gotten to the predictions rumble. But seeing as I'm already in it, already a part of it, already a part of the promo art, I said, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? I win? Oh, that's a knee slapper right there if I ever don't say. But I figured, what the hell? Why not? Let's just shoot a shot in the dark and see what the hell happens. Because, heaven forbid that I were to win one of the Rumbles. It would be great if I won the predictions Rumble. But last year, my Rumble success wasn't that great. But what would even be better is if I won the promo Rumble. And then Mr. Purge would have to worry about me taking one of his titles away. And that just sounds great. And I would sit there and go, because, I'm me and I would do that. So. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I figured I would at least just make my point that I am in both Rumbles, and I look forward to seeing all the competitors within the Rumbles. Both my brothers, Hodsom and Haywood from the Elite Alliance. And that's about it. That's all I'm really looking forward to seeing. So, until next time, it is your Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and the General Manager of Nemesis, Knighton Thompson. Signing out.
What is going on here, Elite Marks Fantasy freaking Wrestling, baby? That's right. Your eyes do not deceive you. I, Brody freaking Blaze, you're soon to be in the main event. New Elite Marks World Heavyweight Champion. I am here. I am in the promo Monster Rumble, and oh, it feels so good to be in here with all this talent, and it feels so good to know that I'm going to take each and every last one of you out, throw all your asses over the top freaking rope, and then go on to Mania, not only as the World Heavyweight Champion, but I get to go on and win the Smack Talk Championship. Oh, it's going to be so good to not only be World Champion, but Smack Talk Champion. It's going to be so good to be the King of Predictions and the King of Promos. Oh, it is going to be so good. I don't give a damn who the champ is at the time either. Whether it's Jay Brady. Hey, you know what? I'll be honest, I hope it's Jay Brady. So that I can finally shut your ass up. So I can finally take you on and take you out of a promo battle. Just like you have been running for so long. And you want to know why? So I can shut you up. And I can shut each and every last other person in this matchup, which really, just by winning this matchup, and I am going to lose. You can bet your freaking life on it, Marks. You can bet every last cent, every last penny, every last everything on it. Brody freaking Blaze is going all the way to the top with the World Championship and the SmackDown Championship. And if you got a problem with it, oh well. So, each and every last other competitor in this Monster Rumble, get ready to feel the freaking burn of Brody freaking Blaze, baby. Freak yeah, blaze up.
You can blink. You can cry. Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
Elite Mark Wrestling. It's yours truly, Kenzo Blackheart, the Asian badass, the Death Rider. I am here for the Rumble. I don't care what number I am, but I am here to show up and show out. You see, everybody here in Elite Marks has been doubting me. Every person in the fans, every fans of Elite Marks have been booing me, thinking that I am no fit here in Elite Marks. But I am here to prove every single person wrong. You see, Elite Marks, you can doubt me, you can say things about me, but that won't faze me. Because everybody knows at the end of it all, everybody in this Rumble will fall. And I will be standing tall as your Rumble winner. I will break bones. I will make them all bleed and bow before me. And I will deliver each one of them in their own eternal damnation.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light.
And the creator of Elite Marks wanted a big bang, wanted a name that would cause the shock and awe to this Monster Rumble. Well, look no further. Oh, wait. Look at your faces. Look at your jaws on the ground. Look at the disappointment amongst this group. Because y'all thought you had a chance to get to the Smack Talk Championship. And then the one that is the epitome of smack talk arrives, and the climate has instantly changed. The level of talent has instantly changed. And damn it, there's a lot of faces in this Gooch Goblin group that I've been whipping y'all asses for a long time across this whole promo verse. And y'all been looking at my hind parts, as I said, elevated on the top of this promo food chain. And I understand the looks and the disappointing faces. And whoever the hell you smack talk champion is, you on borrowed time. And you better say the master.
Elite Marks Monster Rumble. The event where Shady Sean McKenzie is going to take back a little bit of redemption for the fluke losses that I have taken over the past few weeks. Not just here, but over in places like Heart and Soul against people like The Purge, The Vagabond, guys like Young Buck. Thank you, Young Buck. I've told you this once before, but you relieved me of that mediocrity championship that was the YouTube Championship. Now it's just some across the pond title to me. I've held it. It's in the history books. I don't care about it. I don't give a fuck about a rematch. Go face whoever the fuck you want to face, because I'm done with you and I'm done with it. But we will meet one more time when I toss your fat fucking British ass over the top rope in the Monster Rumble this week. And when I toss the Purge out, just for getting some favoritism in this company. And when I toss Vagabond out. Oh, man. Don't think you're going to ghost yourself or chest your way into victory in this one, pal, because it's not going to happen. If anyone knows Rumbles, it's Shady Sean McKenzie, because Shady Sean McKenzie knows how to sit back, slide underneath that bottom rope, go chill over by the commentary table until the very end, and the very last motherfucker tries to raise his hand, and I jump in and toss your dumb ass right over the top rope, because you were too stupid to understand and realize and keep up with everybody that's in this Rumble. But Shady Sean McKenzie, I've done it all too many times before, and I'm going to do it again. And there's not a goddamn thing any of you can do to stop me. And if you don't like it, that's just too goddamned shady.
What's going on, Elite Marks? It is Wapo, and I'm here to show each and every one of these 19 other individuals that I don't care who they are, that I am going to win the title. You see, I don't have to be in a Rumble to be relevant. I don't have to be in a Rumble to win a title. I'm already an established superstar. But you know what? I come in this Rumble to prove a point, to prove that I am better than these 19 jabronis that are in this ring. All they need to understand is they're standing in the way of greatness. They're standing in the way of the greatest debut here in Elite Marks history. So all you guys need to know is whoever the 19 guys are, thank you for being supporting actresses. Thank you. And that's right, I said thank you for being supporting actresses, because I'm going to take you all down one by one, put you down the hair, send you to the kitchen, and have you make me a sandwich. Just like the bitches you are. Because when it comes down to it, I am the alpha male. And I'm here to show that when push comes to shove, I, El Wapo, is going to grace the screen with nothing but perfection. So for one night only, I allow you to look at the sun, look at the stars, see how bright my talent is, see how bright I am. And don't forget that I'm here to just elevate a product. I'm here to show Elite Marks that I can be wherever I want. So if I have to take that Smack Talk title just to prove that a product can be elevated by the touch of my hands, just so I can show you that I am Midas, and every gold that I touch turns to nothing but platinum.
Oh shit. Look what the motherfucking cat done drug in. I'm in an unfamiliar territory right now. This ain't Foundation, WGP, Heart and Soul, Revolution? No. Baby boy, we are in Elite Marks. And if you don't know the name, let me properly introduce myself. I go by the motherfucking Young Gun, the last shooter left in promo wrestling today. And tonight we have the Rumble. And tonight is an opportunity for the Smack Talk Championship. And there's nobody in the game today who could talk shit quite like Young Blizzy. You feel me? And now all these other men in this match tonight who think they can do what I do the way that I do it. You are sadly mistaken, because I'm going to be the one who goes after that Smack Talk Championship. And I'm going to be the one that goes in main event. And I'm going to be the one that you're saying in motherfucking new in Elite Marks. This ain't just no one-off. I'm here, and I'm ready to motherfucking tango. And new. Target, set, bang.
It's your boy. It's me, it's TK3. And I'm here because Elite Marks is honestly a place I never thought I'd be able to walk right in and just start calling shots, but this little rumble you're having, it's open to anybody of all ages, of all races, of all genders. And of course, it's open to champions such as myself, who want to make a legacy for themselves, because you see, Elite Marks is a place in desperate need of some renovations. Elite Marks is in desperate need of a new face. A young, fresh face. At 22 years old, I'm one of the most decorated superstars in the entire promo game. I'm currently a world champion. And I'm only going to continue to keep growing. I am like a black hole of talent, because it all gravitates towards me. I suck it all in, and I make the most out of my opportunities. So here's what I'm thinking. Everybody who's before me or after me in this rumble, it doesn't matter. I suggest you all turn around, tuck your tails between your legs, and walk home. Because the Masked Man, TK3, is here to make a difference. And he's doing it not for the fans. He's not doing it for the locker room. He's doing it purely for himself. That's the truth.
2 minutes to give you the reasons why I'm going to win the Monster Rumble. It's quite simple, really. I'm already carrying one accolade. I'm already the one-time YouTube champ. I'm already carrying a division. So why can't I carry the own? Why can't I carry every single division in Elite Marks? Because quite frankly, what I said to Shady is this. I will carry every single division if I have to. So why not? Give me the Monster Rumble win. Give me that shot. Because I'll take that shot and I'll run with it. Because everyone knows who the Young Buck is now. Everyone knows that I have something here. I have the star power. I have every single accolade on my back now. And I'm going to take that Monster Rumble, I'm going to take that win, and I'm going to take it to Mania. I'm going to take myself to the top. And there is nothing anyone can do about it. No one can stop me from winning that Rumble. I could punch you in the face. I could hit you over the head with a stick. I could do whatever the fuck I want. Because quite frankly, Elite Marks wouldn't know real talent if it punched you in the face. Elite Marks wouldn't know what to do with me. Because they've only finally given me the YouTube title. Hell, I should be carrying every single title. And I'll be battering off challenges left and right. That's what makes me a true winner. And everyone else, a waste of fucking time.
Number 20, the luck of the draw. And where do I begin? Where do I begin? Do I start with some familiar faces? Like Hodgson and Haywood? Are those guys still up each other's ass? They're up each other's butts so much, they know what each other had for breakfast. And then you got some new faces. Yeah, faces that Tulsa Domus has never come across. Faces like Sness, the man who likes to play games. Buddy, you and I couldn't be any more different. I'm not here to play games. I come to fight. I come to win. Who else we got? Knight and Thompson. You must be hanging out with Sness so much playing Punch-Out, you decided to go with the Don Flamenco haircut. Look at it. It's true. Oh. There's also A-List Alverson. Everywhere I go, you're there. And I've kept my mouth shut for the most part over a year. But you're starting to get on my nerves again. It might be coming sooner than you think. So everybody in Elite Marks, I welcome you to hop aboard the Domus train. Stay off the tracks. If you know what's good for you. And that ain't a threat! It's a promise! From the Domus!
Your winner of the Elite Marks Monster Rumble! Wow, folks, lots of twists and turns and surprises in this one. The stage has certainly been set for Elite Marks Mania 4 coming up soon. SNES declared your winner by aggregate placement of the judges. That is to say, no clear winner emerged from this encounter. However, SNES was placed as the first runner-up from 2 members of the panel, thereby making him the highest ranked of the 20, making him the top contender for the Smack Talk Championship, now held by A-List Alverson. There is so much for us to digest, and as we depart from Elite Marks Monster Rumble, we give you this sneak preview of Elite Marks Mania.
Get it while I'm living. All I ever hear's the clock tick, tick, tick. So I'm about my business.